All right. Looks like we are live. So, take a quick seat here. Um, I don't. Oh, okay. There's how I see that. We'll give a minute, see if I can get some people joined in here. Man, I can't see for nothing. Um, Usually, I'm just going to talk for right now. So, usually over in this spot right here, I will have a chair right about here and I think it's a 5 foot table that sits right here, and that's where I do all the videos from, all the unboxings, construction Saturdays, all that good stuff. Uh, so that's what's usually there. For tonight, I've taken all that out so that I can bring you guys on a ride over here, looking at all these shelves, looking up here. Um, I've got so much to show you guys. Uh, Welcome in, welcome in. Um, it's my first time using this live platform. I usually use Restream, so I'm still learning where this all is at. Okay. Uh, oh, thanks for the like. I appreciate that. It's not showing me who's there. Drop a comment. Let me know what portion of this collection you want to see first. We got Transformers. We've got horror, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, He-Man, Ninja Turtles, Marvel, DC. I've got Hot Wheels, Funko Pops. I've got so much. It's unbelievable. Um, Again, I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, and then we're gonna start moving through the room. I was wondering where that Harry Potter wand was. Oh, see if I see. Oh, what's up, Fleming? Oh yeah. All right. All right. One vote for Transformers. It looks like that's probably where we're gonna start. I was wondering where I hung that Harry. That's Voldemort's wand. Bam. What's up, Nathaniel? Welcome in. Welcome in. We're fixing to take a tour of this whole room. Right now, the first vote is in. We're going to start with the Transformers. Uh, and then, Fleming, you're familiar with the other channel. I am going to move over to the other room a little bit later in the show. What's up? And we're going to check out the wrestling figures as well. I got, where's it at? There we go. Got a little flashlight with me because if you can tell, all my stupid shelves are black. I was still evidently thinking I'm a teenager and everything needs to be black when I started doing this. I so regret that decision. Am I a collector? Uh, yeah, I you could say so. It's hard to tell from right here, but this whole it's all action figures. As far as I can see here, I've got behind you. We're gonna see that too. I've got some die cast on the wall. Uh, but I know over here behind me you can't see it. I'm blocking most of it, but I've got my Transformer spot, and it looks like where we're probably gonna start. Um, well, let's just move on over there. Oh yeah, it's a lot of stuff. And it drives me nuts that I went with black shelves, because even if I, because I don't have lighting, and even if I didn't have lighting, white shelves would be 10 times better. Uh, so as we look, I've got my light, so I'll kind of help with that. But I'm gonna go ahead and move us over to the Transformer shelf. Here we go. And oh, I got the cord tangled. Now we flip it. Man. All right. So, as you can see across the top of the wall here, I've got all the Hot Wheels Transformers cars. I've got the yellow Bumblebee and the gold Bumblebee. I've got Optimus. I've got the Team Transports or the Track Fleet Optimus. I've got Track Fleet Ultra Magnus. I've got the color shifters one. Like when they release in mainline stuff. I like Transformers a lot. I'm working on starting up the 13 primes. I've got Onyx Prime. I've got Megatronus the Fallen. Is he showing? No. There's Megatronus right there. Got the Quintessence pit thing from the movie. Got two Titan class here. Got Scorponok and oh crap, I can't remember what that dude's name is. But got that. See if I can light that shelf up a little bit. There we go. This is the joys of having black shelves. I got a lot of cool ones in that one. Some Commander class. Probably the biggest figure at all is probably that Scorponok right there. That's because I think he stands. He's I want to say he's almost 22 inches tall. I put some of the main guys on the top shelf there. Bumblebee, Optimus. I've got, I don't know if you can see him right there. Come closer. I've got the Super 7 Cobra Commander. I decided that was a good spot for him. All right, I'm a crappy camera guy, but I'm going to take you off this. Japanese Gundam, I don't. I have some. Sorry, I'm tangled in the thing. So sorry. You guys are probably sick now. All right. I've got this shelf. That's a Super 7 right there. The Grimlock. All right, the rest of those are actual Transformer. That one's Super 7. And then here's back down here. These two shelves. Got a ton of them on that bottom shelf. Daggone. I didn't realize how much I had in that bottom shelf. Where's my Gundams? There they are. I'll move over to that little shelf. I got a few Gundams, but they're not the not the greatest. Got Star Wars. We'll backtrack to that. Here's my Gundam shelf. I've got 3. No, there's a 4th one. Why is he laying down? You can see him back there maybe. But that's the Gundams I've got. I had a lot of fun building those. They're nice. There's some NECA Predators. And then right next to them is a whole lot of Terminator. We got Commando. We got RoboCop. Let's see. I gotta move my little Hot Wheel thing out of the way. Down here we've got, this is a video game shelf. You see my Doom Slayers and stuff. I got Master Chief. That's the Spawn from Mortal Kombat. Wolf from Alter Beast. Here's some more Mortal Kombat. Oh. Okay. I missed that. I didn't know they fell over. But that's my Mortal Kombat stuff. RoboCop, he's NECA. He's just the basic one. if you can call it basic. Um, as far as RoboCop goes, they have the one that has the chair. Um, here's some more NECA, the Back to the Future stuff, and of course I got the Doc Brown Funko Pop in there with them. Um, there's a little bit of Harry Potter. What's up, Sophia? I'm not used to having to read that small. Pretty cool Harry Potter stuff there. Um, and I got a few shelves of Ghostbuster stuff. Look at there. Lit him up now. He glowing. That thing is cool. And then I've got most of the Funko Pop stuff that they made for Ghostbusters. I have. Thought one of those glowed in the dark. I could be wrong. Looks like I'm wrong, but he definitely glows. He glows really well. Oh, okay. Thanks a lot. Uh, here is. So this was. Oh, she fell over. This was just Mandalorian shelf, and then I ended up getting a few other Black Series because I said I wasn't going to collect Black Series other than the Mandalorian figures. Mostly, what else I have is Episode 1. Oh, hey, I forgot I had the Emperor. Dang, I was thinking the other day I didn't have him. Yep, I have the Emperor right there. Yep. Uh, I thought I didn't have him. Got Darth Maul. Yeah. Oh, yeah, got Baby Yoda, Grogu. That is. I don't think that's the Black Series one right there. That's one that somebody gave me. The actual Black Series one should be in there somewhere. But yeah, I even got Jar Jar, Qui Gon, and Darth Maul. Uh, yeah, I didn't want to get my goal was to stick to the Mandalorian stuff because I was a big fan of that show up until about season 3. But anyways, uh, and when we come over here, I got some other Star Wars. I got the Funko Pops. This is how I started collecting. I started with the Funko Pops, and I had so many. I've still got a ton of these, and I sold. God, I've probably sold. I don't know how many Funko Pops, and I still have a ton of them. Um, and this whole shelf here is from Rebels. That was an awesome one. I'm pretty sure I sold off any of my Disney trilogy Star Wars stuff. So, Force Awakens, all the way through whatever that last one was. I sold all of that stuff. I was only buying it. I honestly don't really know why. Here is some of the bigger sets from Funko Pop that they had done. I've been doing this for a long time. Um, I started this channel long after I started collecting. Oh, did I miss Jabba the Hutt now? Yeah. So, I don't want to do horror just yet. You guys might recognize these guys. That's what little bit of Stranger Things I've got. Question? Are you wanting to ask a question or did I confuse you? This is my. I should have kept collecting those, and I kind of didn't, but I got exactly what I was. Oh, which part confused you? My bad. Why does it look like something's missing from my Indiana Jones shelf? Anyways. Uh, those were Stranger Things. I've got more Funko Pops. That's mostly Walking Dead stuff. There should be more Walking Dead. I don't know. Did I get rid of some of those? I don't remember. Oh yeah, that's Indiana Jones. That's oh, that's why. My actual Indiana Jones is over here on the um the main display that's in my background when I do my unboxing videos. So we'll get to him here in a minute. But this is most of all this stuff should be like uh, Raiders of the Lost Ark stuff. All right. Here is next to that my NECA Gremlins. I got quite a few of those. Uh, we don't want to talk about this shelf. This is got a bunch of video game Funko Pops, and I just put my Mario stuff in front of it because I didn't know what else to do with it at the time. All of that stuff, if you remember the Earth, oh man, what was it called? The War for Cybertron trilogy. So that is all those is pretty much all of the I think it's all of the Amazon exclusive stuff from the Cybertron trilogy, War for Cybertron trilogy. Yeah, that's from the Super Mario Brothers movie that they did. They did those figures. I picked all those up. I mean, that's the main characters. The one I'd like to get the Bowser from that, but I don't have that. But yeah, I've been debating on. Well, that one's not an Amazon exclusive. I don't think it was. But anyways, I've been debating on going ahead and just taking those out of the box. All those have been done. Is oh, he may be. No, he's in there. So I've just opened them to look at the figure, and they've never been taken out. All of those in there. So I've never taken these out of their boxes. I've been thinking about doing that here lately. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. Hey, sorry. I know I'm not a good cameraman at all. So now that I'm like this, I can show the Transformer stuff a little better. There's another Ghostbuster Funko Pop, and the Jaws one, the big giant He-Man ones. The only Pokemon I have is the 10-inch Pikachu Pop. I don't really have any other Pokemon stuff. I'm pretty sure I don't. Let's see. Well, I guess let's go ahead on over here and we'll take a look at my horror movie stuff. So that's kind of my pride and joy stuff. These are the 18-inch NECA figures. They actually all talk or make noise of some kind. This guy right here is probably the one that I've spent that cost me the most. Oh yeah, there's Galactus. Let me see.
Behold, the world-eating machine.
Galactus is right there because where I keep my Marvel stuff, he's too tall. So my Marvel stuff is all up there. So yeah, he won't fit there. I've got some 12-inch Marvel figures there, but that 18-inch, 18 or 19-inch Galactus won't fit there. There's a couple of McFarlane figures that were just given to me. This is, well, that's not horror, but I got John Wick and Snake Plissken back there. Got the Halloween 2 pack NECA. This is what I just got. I just did this not long ago. Got all my horror guys in a new spot. I had them over here on this shelf that I'm going to show you. Um, as you see, I got quite a few Captain Spaulding figures. I got a special place in my heart for him. I got to meet him at a convention, okay, and now that's not nothing new. I've met Art the Clown at a convention, but Captain Spaulding has such a spot in my heart because I met Sid Haig at a convention a long time ago. Oh, that's Sam from Trick or Treat. Uh, if you like horror movies, you ought to check that one out if you've never seen it. It's called Trick or Treat. It's a cult classic at this point. We actually one year did our whole house in our Halloween decorations themed as Trick or Treat, and I went as him. I got a good costume of him that I did. But the Captain Spaulding or Sid Haig, when I met him, like I said, meeting a celebrity convention is no big deal. But the thing was, we got to his table and nobody was going over there. Like he's just sitting there chilling. He's kind of grumpy because he's waiting on the girl to bring him something to eat. uh, so I actually had across this shelf here, I actually had Lego minifigures at one point, and I moved them. But he's a knockoff of a knockoff, and so I just never moved him. That's the only reason he's still there. Uh, but with Sid Haig, we just walked over, and I paid for the autograph and the picture, and we just ended up hanging out with him for like 30 minutes. Such a great dude. Oh, something I'll never forget. That's a giant NECA alien queen. Let's see. Make sure there's some light back there. I got a few aliens back there. Um, I love this shelf. The Universal monsters, and these are all the black and white ones. I was like trying to decide because I knew I needed to get these guys, and I couldn't decide should I go with their color variants or do the black and white variants. And I'm like, you know what? The movies were black and white. Let's get the figures in the black and white variant. So that was just too cool when NECA did that. So I've got all of those that they did in black and white. The most recent one that they've released was, I believe, Invisible Man, and they have not done a black and white variant of him, and that's why he's not up there. I do have a Crow figure there. Got that special version of Dutch, the alien thermal vision Dutch. It's pretty cool. Got that alien still packaged. Don't forget Jack Skellington and Zero back there. These are McFarlane from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Back in, oh God, early 2000s. I got a little, I got a little, I don't know what you want to call this shelf. It was just Godzilla and King Kong. And then Chucky found his way up there, and Bruce Lee found his way up there. That's Super 7 Bruce Lee. And then when it comes to Funko Pops, I've got a whole bunch of horror ones. Got Universal Monsters. I've got Ash and the Evil Dead, the Nun, Annabelle. We get to this side, we got all the good slashers. Got Pennywise, Pinhead, Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, Ghostface, Leatherface, Chucky, Leprechaun, even the girl from Exorcist. I don't think I showed that a second ago, but got what's his name from The Thing? Got Ash, got Beetlejuice. There's a couple more Funko Pops, Judge Dredd and the Crow. Oh yeah, got the Sharknado Funko Pop. And then on top of this shelf, or stack of shelves right here, is more NECA stuff. And we've got the gargoyles. Oh, we've got light here, so. I'm trying to think. I'm only missing a couple other than special variants of these guys. I've got almost the full set of those. Oh, now we can. Well, I guess we'll just continue going up where we're at right now. So, sorry, I gotta get the. Oops. All right, I just unplugged this, but we're good. So this is my Marvel Marvel shelf, where it starts. This is kind of just randomness right through here. And then as we get over this way a little bit, it goes more X-Men. Oh yeah, I got a few different Deadpool figures. There's the one in the suit up there. Of course, the one with the scooter. There's some Wolverine, Gambit, got Beast, Cyclops is in there, Jean Grey, the Phoenix. Phoenix is leaning over. Got Blue Wolverine, Brown Wolverine, got Weapon X, Storm. I mean, that's not Weapon X. Well, I guess it is. Yeah, and then I got X Factor or X Force, not X Factor. X Force Wolverine, got Blade back there. Storm, Hydra Agent. Thought there was another Deadpool somewhere. Yeah, anyways, I don't know how well I can show you the top shelf. But that's one of my favorites right there, Mr. Sinister. Yes, I love that beast. There's Juggernaut, Red Hulk. The Gladiator Hulk is back there. Got the two different Thanoses up there. There's Iron Man and Captain America. Can't go wrong with them. Moon Knight. She-Hulk is up there. She's fell over right there. Doctor Doom. And I got a whole bunch of Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. When it comes to Marvel, it's X-Men and Spider-Man. Here's some Deadpool for you. We got Venom Pool right here, and then we got the 12-inch Deadpool. Then we got the big Build-A-Figure Venom, 12-inch Cap, 12-inch Spider-Man, 12-inch Wolverine. I'm missing the 12-inch Hulk, and I want it really bad. But it has not happened yet. Oh yeah, that Venom Pool is freaking fantastic. I've got a buddy that actually has the Sideshow Collectibles Venom Pool, and my God, that thing is insane. So I guess we'll move from Marvel and we'll hit the DC shelf. I've got, this is all McFarlane DC. I don't think I have, I know I have something. I don't know where she's at. I've got a Harley Quinn that's the other DC stuff. But this is all my McFarlane stuff. Got Doomsday. He's kind of hidden. I need to fix that. Green Arrow. I'm not going to lie. Oh, there's Harley Quinn. She's the other DC multiverse stuff. Got the Armored Bat back there. He's kind of hard to see. Got the Batman versus Superman set right there. There's the Armored Superman back there. Red Sun Superman. Dadgum Red Hood fell down. That Batman fell down. Alfred's standing up though. And that is Danny DeVito's Penguin. My aunt got that for me way back when that movie came out. I don't remember where she found it, but she got that for me. So I've kept it all these years. It's always set on a shelf somewhere. I mean, if you see it up close, you wouldn't believe I've never played with it, but I never really have. So we're going to move down here. A couple of quick little random figures there. This, so this guy's name is Drip, the tiger guy. His name is Drip. I met the creator at Nashville Comic Con a couple years ago. They've got comic books and a cartoon out on YouTube and stuff. Really cool. They have more figures. I haven't gotten any of them just yet, but he's really cool. Now, the Eagle guy behind him, you're going to have to forgive my memory because I can't remember it all that well, but he was created by a child who was, that was his Make a Wish thing. And this company took his creation that he drew and they made the figure and they gave it to him. And then they mass produced it. And I want to say they donated uh, some of the stuff from it. So I was able to get hold of him. He's really cool. He got big wings. You can kind of see. Uh, got some Ninja Turtle vehicles now. What is that? What is that? Oh yeah, that's an original. Um, it's not complete. You can see it's missing stuff. It's well played with. Got the bike. Uh, but that's how I like it. I'm super happy with it. Played with. Not. I mean, I'm. What I would love if I had a mint condition one, but I'm super happy with that one. Then I've got the last Ronin figure they did, plus his Chase variant. So I got both of those. I just took a shot in the dark when those went up for pre-order, and I ordered two and hoped that I got a Chase, and I certainly did. So very happy with those. There's Cthulhu. In case any of you need to check in with Cthulhu tonight, there he is. Vintage TMNT. What has happened to that shelf? You know, I spent like a couple hours in here trying to make sure I didn't have stuff that had fell over. Obviously, I failed. Um, but this is all vintage. All these are vintage turtles from the 80s. They've all been played with. April has been left out in the sun. Uh, yeah, right? Yeah, yeah, they've had too much pizza. I love these guys, though. I've had these for many, many years. Many, many years. They're all original. None of them are remakes. Uh, I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan. We're about to find that out. So we're going back to Funko Pop now. So here is the start of TMNT Funko Pop. Here is the rest of TMNT Funko Pop. So all of the basic original Ninja Turtle Funko Pop stuff they did, I have. When they branched out to movies and other stuff, I don't have that stuff. I don't have variants. I have just all of the main stuff. So it's all very cool. I do have some of the bitty pops. I'm missing a few, some of those, but I do have that many. That's what I got. Plus, I got the Turtle Man Party Wagon. All right, so you guys know, if you know me, you know I'm big wrestling. That's why we have the other channel, Gladiator Wrestling Podcast. Uh, I somehow managed to make sure I got these when they came out, and I'm so glad they did. I did not get the Ghostbuster Ninja Turtle crossover figures they made, and I kick myself every day for that. But I did manage to get all the WWE crossovers. So these are fantastic. I love these guys. It don't get much better than those. Moving down, this is almost a complete 2012 Ninja Turtle set, not counting variants. I don't worry about variants for the most part. There's only a few that are missing to make this complete. Even got Mr. Usagi Yojimbo down there in the corner. Got Splinter. Uh-oh. Got some dust too. But that's almost a complete one. I loved... So, as we move on to the Ninja Turtles Batman crossover stuff, I'm going to tell you a story about the 2012 ones. So, when the 2012 cartoon came out, I did not like the animation. I was like, I don't like this. I don't want to watch it. What they do to my Ninja Turtles, okay? The I preface that with saying I'm an 80s kid, so I grew up with the original Turtles, as you saw up there, and I'm very partial to them. Down the road, I kept hearing people go, man, it's so good, it's so good. And I ended up watching, and the 2012 ones, they told stories so well in that one. Oh, yes. This is complete. This is all of the Ninja Turtle Batman sets they did. They all came in 2 packs. We've got Batman, Shredder, all 4 turtles, Batgirl, Alfred, Ra's al Ghul. Uh, I don't. Is there someone back there that fell over? Wouldn't surprise me, but I don't see anybody. But that I did get all of those when they released those. Most I think they all had to come from GameStop too. So very cool stuff. Over here, we're back to NECA. I know, NECA, this guy. So, ooh, that was bright. I've got that set. That is very old. I've had those for a long time. Then we got these. We got the cartoon ones that they started releasing. I was not able to get hold of those. They were so freaking hard to get hold of. These guys back here. It was ridiculous. So that's why there's not as many of those. Just added this guy recently. The Wanderer. It's from some of the comic book figures they've done. But we're talking about NECA and TMNT, and I'm about to show you some of my absolute favorite NECA TMNT stuff they have done. That's right. This is all of the TMNT Universal Monster crossover figures. Now, this does not include the black and white variants or the purple Shredder variant. This is all the original variants. I have every single one they released until they started doing the variants, like I said. These are my favorites as far as what NECA has made in Ninja Turtle. I absolutely love these. They did such a good job with these. Some of it makes no sense, like why we have 2 Leonardos and 2 Raphaels, and we don't have anything with we don't have anything with Dagum Rocksteady and Bebop. Like they didn't do any of them, but they did double up on some of the turtles. It makes no sense. What happened to the blue one? What blue one? Where were? I'm not sure which blue one we're looking for. We're talking about Leonardo. The one in the left corner. That guy? Talking about this guy right here. Oof, damn lighting. Oh, left corner. Well, hey, so that one is Leonardo as the Hunchback. And then this one is Leonardo as the creature from the Black Lagoon. This guy here. Yeah, Leonardo as the Hunchback. That's why he looks like that. It would have been. It's basically Dr. Frankenstein's assistant. Is what the Hunchback is, if I remember correctly. Uh, you've got Splinter as Van Helsing. You got Raphael as Frankenstein. Casey Jones as what's up, Ogaloo? I hope I said that right. Casey Jones as the Phantom of the Opera. Michelangelo as Mummy. Raphael as the Wolfman. Ugh. April as Bride of Frankenstein. Donatello as the Invisible Man. And of course, Shredder as Dracula. That's one of the best ones. I actually need to get him out towards the front. All right, sticking to Ninja Turtles, we're going to move to this shelf. This is TMNT Power Rangers crossover figures. Now, with these guys, I'm trying to think. I want to say I have all of them. I might be missing something. I cannot remember. If any of you guys know, hit me in the comments and tell me what I'm missing. But I think I may have that whole set. I know I got all 4 turtles. Definitely got the Shredder, got Tommy. Uh, so that's really cool. I like those. These are the best crossovers. Sleepover. You talking about the Ninja Turtle Power Ranger crossovers? They are bad. I like them a lot. Now we move down here, and I've got more Power Ranger stuff. Now, this big giant Lord Draken here is actually Super 7. Purple one. Are you talking about up here? This the one on the left, that's actually Tommy, who's disguised as a foot soldier. Oh, you're trying to make me remember the comic book. But the Tommy right there, he's disguised. He's trying to go infiltrate. I can't remember the exact process, but that's Tommy, the Green Ranger. This right here, this big guy in the middle, Lord Draken, he's the Super 7 figure. Super 7 Ultimates. Yeah. Super 7, they're a high end. So we're like we're this Lord Draken figure. Yeah, a little bit. This Lord Draken figure, he's Hasbro Lightning Collection, and he was around $25-$30. This guy, this Super 7 Ultimates version is a higher end, and he's a much bigger. He ran more like 55-60, but I guess I just felt him needed to be with the Power Rangers, so I kept him on that shelf. Got Zordon back there, Alpha 5, the head in the jar. I want to say all those Rangers in there. Sorry about that, guys. All this stuff is Lightning Collection, except for, of course, the big guy in the middle. This is all Lightning Collection. We got Rita. We got Goldar, Putty, the guy I can't remember. What was her name? Yeah, it does look like a jar. She's like the Ranger Killer or something like that. That's actually a alternate universe version of Kimberly that Lord Draken hires to get rid of the Power Rangers. Okay. Now we're going to move down here. I've got some more Power Rangers. These, I don't believe, are the Lightning Collection ones. These are the ones that came out before that. And they're... I don't know what's happening down here. They're all laying down and stuff. But that is all them. Plus the Megazord. And speaking of Super 7, there is my Super 7 Ninja Turtle figures. You can see they're a much larger size. They're nice. Very nice. Oh, that was my elbow if you heard that pop. I don't know if you did or not. But yeah, the head in the jar, it's supposed to be his little podium thing that, he's a floating head. I don't know what happened to the yellow Power Ranger. She just gave up or something. She's like, no, I'm done. No, now the Pink Ranger done. So anyways, we're going to leave them like they are because every time I touch them, they want to fall over. So that is about the end of the Ninja Turtle stuff. Oh, here's some NECA Last Ronin figures. I've just never opened. I don't know if I want to or not. Let's see. One of them is this one. I wanted it because it comes with Splinter's journal right there. And this one is the one that's actually got the armor and stuff on. Ooh, glare. So, yeah, I got both of those guys. If you haven't read the last Ronin comic book, you definitely should. Yeah, okay. That box there is full of really? Full of a bunch more vintage Ninja Turtle figures, plus this McFarlane guy here that I couldn't find a spot for. Here is what little bit I have of the crossover with Masters of the Universe with TMNT. I'm not the biggest fan of those, unfortunately. I'm a big Masters fan. I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan, but that doesn't do nothing for me. This is an interesting shelf. This has got your Biker's Mice, Biker Mice from Mars. Got everything the Cell put out, all the Wave 1 stuff, basically. Robo Force, Sectars. So that's all that. Oh, okay. Oh, let's hit the Simpsons shelf up real quick. This is the new stuff, the 5-inch ones. I don't know. I'm having trouble getting hold of these guys. Like, I'm still, the stores in my area are still sitting on freaking Series 1 of these guys. And they're on like 5 or 6, I think now. It's goofy. Then I've got Count Chocula and Boo Berry. Yeah, I'm doing you a favor by just letting you see those. Don't try to buy those. They are, you'll be disappointed. But they do look cool. So if you buy them, don't take them out of the box. Okay. I'm going to stand up for a minute. So this is what I was saying earlier about the main display. This is what's usually behind me when I do videos. We've got Snake Mountain. We've got this piece in the middle that I built. And I've got all kinds of representation behind me. There's Lord Zed from the Power Rangers. Chuck Norris. You never know when Chuck might need to help. Starscream. Street Sharks. Right now the centerpiece is Ash. We'll see how long he stays there. There's my other Deadpool. I knew I had another one. He's hanging out with Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, that's happening. So I don't know what else to say. There's Ian Malcolm. Leave it to Ian Malcolm to find his way onto Eternia, right? Once a Man Cobra Commander. My buddy Crystal Clear 101 hooked me up with that. I don't know why. I really appreciate him for doing it. But he was like, I bought 2. I want you to have 1. And I was like, holy crap. Gladiator Madball. The car, that is the Lego Skyline with Brian from Fast and the Furious. We just, have I released that video? I don't remember if I've released that video or not yet, but I've got a video about that one. If it's not already on the channel, it's coming soon. I do have Michelangelo. He fell over. There is Superman. It's one of the nicer Supermans. The Grinch has found his way in here, and here is Indiana Jones. He was missing from the shelf over there because I moved him over here not long ago just to have some Indiana Jones representation over here. I got those guys mounted on the wall, having a little sky battle there. I got some more vehicles over here and some other figures. I got some random cars sitting up there. I just did that a long time ago when I did some videos about those, and I never moved them. So, yeah. Huh. I'm wondering where that was. That's some tape that you can put on your a display for cars, and you have road. Good job, me. Then I got He-Man and Stridor. I got the flocked Mossman and flocked Panther behind him. Those have never been taken out of the box. The fact that I even have them is shocking because I don't like flocked figures. Up here, hanging on the wall, we've got the Batman Beyond. This is the Chase variant of him. Uh, and then I've got the uh, 40th anniversary He-Man. It's really cool. Really quick, since we were on Power Rangers. Oh, yeah, that's right. Full size Lord Zed head. There's my Stan Lee Marvel Legends figure. Love that one. I wish that was a real signature and not a printed one, but yeah, I'm not. I'm not that lucky. I can wear it. It is a full. It is a full helmet. There is a video on the channel of me wearing it. As a matter of fact, I before the end of the video, don't let me forget. Before we get off of here, I'm gonna go back to the tripod here in a minute, and I'll put it on. So I'll get down here so we can see more Masters of the Universe. So this is all. None of this is vintage. This is all Origins that started coming out a couple years ago. Um, all Origin stuff. Origin. Oh, that's not. What? How did? Those are Origins. Those are definitely not. I don't know how I did that. Anyways, that's Masterverse stuff. But they're really. I love the Masterverse stuff too. But here's some more Origins. This one's got some of the WWE crossover figures in it and more Origins. And then more Masterverse over here. Got some good Masterverse stuff. And looking down there, the Skeleton God has fell over. Ridiculous. There he is. I'm going to have to fix him. Got Scare Glow. Does he glow? Yeah, maybe not. He might. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But don't do that. There we go. Yeah, I got some cool ones in there. I got I'll show you my stuff over here that's coming soon to the channel. I got some more DC Funko Pops down here. Yes, they have dust on them. I haven't taken the time to do any dusting. Oh, who fell over? There's the 66 Batman Funko Pops. I had all of those that they had released back then, and the Catwoman one, a dog came in here and got. I'm not going to say I was very angry about it, but I was not happy. Spider-Man Funko Pops. This is the only Marvel Funko Pops that I have left. Oh yeah, that's the Joker. Old school Joker. But I got rid of all my Marvel Funko Pops. I had a ton of those. I sold those. I kept all my Spider-Man stuff. I do love Spider-Man. I said that before. There's some more, a little bit more. I do have an Iron Man in there. Stan Lee, a couple of Wolverines. There's the Danny Trejo pop. What is all over that stuff? I thought it... Anyways. There's Slash. Johnny Cash is back there. Willie Nelson, Steve Irwin. I haven't fixed that shelf up in a while. Here's the Jurassic Park Amber Collection. So I have everything they released for Amber Collection. Now, they switched from Amber Collection to the Hammond Collection. These are all 6-inch scale. When they were Amber Collection, they were doing 6-inch scale, and then they discontinued that stuff. All these Raptors and stuff are scaled to 6-inch. But when they did away with this, they re-released everything as Amber Collection in 3 3/4 inch size. So, but I did get all of the Amber Collection stuff. Yeah, Amber Collection. The Hammond Collection is what's out now and is 3 3/4 inch. Wow, I should just slow down because I think I said a whole bunch of nonsense just then. This is all of the Amber Collection. And the Hammond Collection just came out, or started coming out a year or two ago. And that stuff is all 3 3/4 inch. Alright. So, here comes G.I. Joe. All right. This is all classified series. G.I. Joe classified series. They're okay. That's an Action Force Sergeant Slaughter. That's not a Hasbro. This one right here, this is my favorite one. Law and Order, that was my favorite set when I was a kid. And as soon as this released, I had to get it. I paid a premium for it so I could have it as soon as possible because Law and Order is my favorite. Yeah, no, no. I can't find. I don't know where I put the box to them, but uh, yeah, that the military police guy and the dog. The dog. That's Law and Order. Order is the dog, and I can't remember his full name, but Law is the military police guy. Then we got that's Snake Eyes' wolf there. Dead gummit, I can't remember his name either. Then we move down to this shelf though, and this is so that was all Joe's. So that's all the good guys. And we go down here to Cobra. We've got Dreadnoks, Zartan, and them. We've got what is Doctor Mindbender acting goofy. We've got a couple of different Cobra commanders here. All kinds of stuff up in here. I like me some G.I. Joe. Got the twins. Firefly. There's Storm Shadow back there. I like this Storm Shadow better though. Then we got this one's down here. These guys back here on those special stands are all Action Force. There's another dog. Damn, I can't remember their name either. I'm bad. Bazooka. Tunnel Rat. Love my G.I. Joes, man. More Dreadnoks back there. Yeah. I've been sick with an upper respiratory infection for like a week and a half now, and I've got asthma. So it's like I'm gonna pop a cough drop real quick and then show you guys some more stuff. All right, this is one of my pride and joys right here. This is my little Alf setup. Interviewing He-Man, of course. He's got some comic books. They got a little money going back and forth. Not sure what they got going there. But all my videos, you'll see him off to the side. I've always got Alf. I've had him, He-Man, sitting on Alf's couch for a while now. Probably going to have to do something and change up the seating arrangement. But I had a shelf with lots of little miniature collectibles for him, but he got knocked off, and I haven't fixed it yet. We got Lobo, if you know your DC stuff. That thing's awesome. There is Dutch from Predator. I haven't got him over to the Schwarzenegger shelf yet. I just knocked Alf over. There's some Funko Pops. Sons of Anarchy. We got Opie and Jax. And the 89 Batmobile. I like Lego too. Usually on Saturdays it's construction Saturdays, and I build some type of building set, Lego. I've been doing some Blockies Transformers models lately. I got some Lego stuff. I'm going to show you what's coming up here in just a second. There's the special edition Jurassic World Dominion set that came with that. I got it set out. The Ghoul from Fallout. I got some cars down there. So we're gonna go over to this side of the room now. That's a pile right there. So so that Millennium Falcon is is probably 18 years old. So there's been a few different ones released since that one came out. So I've got some more Funko Pops here. These are all a lot of Chase variants or more rare stuff for the most part. Got some more of the 10-inch ones. I may get rid of some of those soon. I don't know yet. There is one of my favorite G.I. Joe classifieds, Serpentor with Air Chariot. Oh, the Demogorgon? Oh, yeah, that's the Chase too. And then there's Chase Hopper. Oh, I love Stranger Things. Love Stranger Things. There is Christopher Reeve's Superman. That was hard to get hold of. I got real lucky on that. It's not really a toy, but this poster means a lot to me. It's signed. That's Shooter Jennings and Jason Boland. They both signed it, but I got that at the concert. So Shooter Jennings. Oh, I'll explain that in just a second. Shooter Jennings, I've been a fan of for a long time. I was at a Shooter Jennings show when I kind of made things official with my wife, and then his song "4th of July." That's like our song. So we've gone to see him a few times, and having that autograph poster really means a lot to me. I want to say that concert was a birthday present. So the Chase variant pops. The regular variant, he's got his hat. He doesn't have a hat in this one, and I don't think he's got the coffee. I can't remember. Now on the Demogorgon, the regular variant, he's got the face all spread out. So they only do so many of the Chase variants. They're a lot harder to get a hold of. So I did manage to get hold of all of the Chase variants for Stranger Things. But yeah, they always are going to be like the Chase variant of 11. She's got the wig on. The regular one you can see in the picture, she wouldn't have the wig. And that's with Funko Pops. That's how you know you found the Chase, because it'll have that sticker there. So, yeah, they're a little harder to find most of the time. Sometimes they're not. Here's those Lego minifigures I was telling you about earlier. Yeah, the Eggos. I've got a bunch more to add to this. I've got a ton of Stranger Things ones to add to this. I just haven't got them put together yet. Oh, there's Del Gribble. If you like King of the Hill. All right, moving back over here. So I was talking about Construction Saturdays. That's what I got piled up over here. I got some Lego stuff, some Mattel Brick Shop stuff, some older Lego stuff in the totes that I got to get rebuilt. Here's some inbox stuff that I've got on the. Are they fake Lego? Oh, the minifigures. Yeah, they're a company called Mott Blocks, so they're not true Lego. I got these are a re-release Toys R Us exclusive turtles, if I remember correctly. So those are not original, but they are cool. This is just some that's Dragon Ball Super, but yeah, I don't know. Something told me I should get those. I got Super Saiyan Goku, and then Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and then Super Saiyan Broly. When they did that, I don't know. I didn't hate that movie, but it was Definitely different. But I bought the figures. Um, let's see. So let's look at this wall real quick. So this saw that's painted, this picture of Batman breaking Bane, this Green Ranger picture, and this Dragon Ball two-piece picture. Those were all painted by a buddy of mine. He's got a YouTube channel. It's called the Carver Family. And then he's got another one. I don't know if it's just on you what he's got it on, but it's called Boo Art that he's doing his artwork on. So, great dude. Check his stuff out. But he's done all of those for me. This one was a surprise that my mom worked out with him. Painted on that old saw. That's like a real saw. Here's a Batman figure down here. It's a Chase variant. There's the gold armored bat. Yeah. This thing was really cool. I got it in a special edition Spider-Man set that was for the original Tobey Maguire movie. I think this Batarang thing here is NECA. There's a Dick Tracy lunchbox. It's plastic. It's not metal. But believe it or not, I used to carry that to school. Behind that is a Transformers crossover with Top Gun Maverick, I believe it was. Yeah. You can't see it too well. I've kind of got it covered up. But I've got some other Transformer crossover stuff. So I've never been able to bring myself to open these. I've got the Ghostbusters one, the Ectotron. I've got the Back to the Future ones. These two are two of the G.I. Joe ones. I got that Jurassic Park one. But I've never been able to bring myself to open the crossovers. I don't know why. There's my Jason mask and my Thor hammer. I got some stuff over here stacked on the floor. Check out that old ass Freddy. He's missing the hat, but he's in great condition other than that. That's an 18-inch NECA Deadpool. House of 1,000 Corpses. He bald, yeah. Yeah, he is. I got the Pantera box set of Funko Pops. Got this big Spider-Man box. These were Comic-Con exclusive. Alien and Predator 2 ones. The Predator 2 one used to light up, but I don't think it lights up anymore. Well, I'm already looking at it, so. I got a few Pez dispensers on this wall. Not a lot. I mean, they're mostly Marvel except Batman. There's my Dale Earnhardt figure. I've had that for many, many years. I just decided to hang it up on the wall this year. So this is a little bitty fraction of my diecast. I don't have space to put the rest of it out. This is just some of my favorite stuff. The golf stuff like this is, I've got a ton of that, and I've got a plan for this big awesome display of all of those, but it won't fit in here. So if I build it, I have to put it in the hallway, and my wife says toys don't go out there, so whatever. I love the Volkswagen drag buses. I get every one of those I can get a hold of. Love those. I've got a few Super Treasure Hunts. The majority of my Super Treasure Hunts from a vendor out at the Nashville Flea Market. A few of them I got in a trade, and I've been lucky enough to find a couple. So, this is the only custom I have. I have that custom, and that's the only custom I've ever bought. I I love the cool combis, and doing the Ghostbusters, I had to have it. There's some special variant Ecto ones. Uh, Over here on this wall, well, I've got more of the movie car stuff. Over here, different stuff. This wall, we got some of the Mega Constructs Masters of the Universe figures, all still packaged over here. I got this Comic Con exclusive Predator reaction figure, and then we got these guys. Got Evil Ernie. You may not know who these guys are. Some people don't. These two I'm not real familiar with, but this middle section of Lady Death stuff, I am. Uh, Not made for children for sure. These guys over here, I don't know who these are either, but I got them all in a really good deal and just said they go good with all my Lady Death stuff, so I'll buy them. uh, so this custom shelving, yeah, Lady Death was big in the 90s. And all that other stuff is pretty much them trying to capitalize off of Lady Death's popularity. All of that is DVDs. Uh, yeah, they're DVDs, not books. That's all movies. Movies. A billion of them. I was collecting movies for years and years, and I never could find or afford shelving to fit them all. No worries, no worries. I can see the confusion. It'd be easy because there's different sizes and stuff. They do look like books. Uh, but I collected for years and years. And when we bought the house, I said I got to build custom shelves to hold the movies because I can't afford to buy something that'll hold that many. Now that's just the one side. I have a whole nother side that's just like that. This side is all Blu-ray on the top. There's more DVD at the bottom, and then that middle shelf doesn't have as much. It got some special edition stuff there and some TV series. I got these car sets and these plush. I don't do a lot of plush. This is something I just love. I took all my extra heads and put them in this shadow box, and it is so cool. So very cool. Yeah, there's a Deadpool in there too. So, real quick, before we go to the other room and see the wrestling figures, this is usually where I lay stuff out that I'm getting ready to do unboxings on. So, as you can see, I got a few things laid out here coming up on the channel. Got a Beachhead, got Mad Marauders, Sergeant Slaughter. Got some cool stuff coming to the channel, unboxing and reviews. Oh, I forgot this car. Look at this sweet Jurassic Park one. Ooh wee. That's a, I don't know if it'll show up. Limited edition, only 250 of those Coca-Cola car sets like that. They're no paint. That's raw, just with the tampos on it. Very cool. Where was it at? There it is. So, this is really sad. This Wolverine. This is a Mezco 112 collective Wolverine. There's a Batman that was covered up over at that shelf we just left. Those guys are like the high end of high end stuff. They for a 6-inch figure, they run about $100 a piece. That's why I only have 2 of them. And there's the Batman. That's Mezco 112 collective. Again, like I said, they're very high end. And I wanted Batman, I wanted Wolverine, and I just haven't bought any more because they're so expensive. Uh, these on the top shelves. The rest of these are team transports. If you're into Hot Wheels, you'll know what those are. I have like numbers 1 through 30 something, maybe 40 something. I can't remember. And there's more on this side. Play a game real quick. Name a movie down in the bottom, and let's play. See if I can, see if I have it. Drop a movie title in the comments. Let's see if I have it. I got some. I've got like a couple thousand movies here, so drop a title and let's see if I've got it. Drop a movie title in the comments. Give you just a few more minutes, and then we're gonna move over to the other room and check out my wrestling figure collection. I definitely have some random ones too. Did you know that Stranger Things is getting a cartoon? I did. I saw that. Tales from '85 is what it's called. I don't know what I feel about that. I'm definitely gonna have to watch it. They're supposed to be doing another live action spinoff that's supposedly all new characters, whole new location, whole new stranger, but it's still Stranger Things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for that. What are these I got stashed up here? Oh, that's the second one of those. Uh, oh, got the Superman car and the Beavis and Butthead car, and Rick and Morty. I haven't got around to hanging those up yet. Yeah, just from what I've seen of the Stranger Things cartoon, like I don't like the animation style so far, really. But at the same time, like I talked about earlier with the TMNT, just because I don't like the animation style doesn't mean they're not going to tell a good story. So I'm definitely going to be ready to check that out. All right, so I'm going to go across the hall and we're going to see my wrestling figure collection. Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry. That's going to be an. All right. So my claim to fame, for whatever reason, my puppy thinks that if that door is open, she should go in there and mess in the floor. So, and because of the way our heating unit is done, we have to keep all the doors open upstairs. So we just put baby gates up on the rooms that have carpet. Um, I say she's a puppy. She's really not a puppy anymore. She's a dog. But this is where, of course, I got a box sitting in my chair. This is where I host the podcast from. Uh, this is my wrestling figure. So I'll start over here. This is the main WWE spot. This is all my Bray Wyatt. We've got Bray, Lexa, Bray. I've got his dad, IRS. I got this shelf set up for women. Oh man. Sorry about that. All right. That shelf was set up. I've got most of my women in there. There's some that are not in there. Um, got a light there. Again, I use black shelves. Some of these have lights in them, so this has got all kinds of stuff. Got the rest here. Good old JYD, Junkyard Dog, Vader, Terry Funk, Diamond Dallas Page. This is just a random shelf. Uh, I got some couple of older ones hanging up there. There's my first Bray Wyatt figure I got. My daughter actually bought that one for me. I never took it out. I just hung it up. Andre the Giant Chase. That's a Hogan Chase. There is part one of the Wrestling Funko Pops. And we got this shelf. This is one that's just full of randomness. Everything from British Bulldog to Miz, Baron Corbin, uh, Rob Van Dam. It's these are basically just stuff that doesn't go in the main display. Here's some other special edition John Cena. We've got the CM Punk and the Macho gear. Godfather, Great Muta, several Undertakers. I have a lot of Undertaker figures. It's quite ridiculous. Got a what is that? Power Town. That's a sore spot if you talk to people about wrestling figures. Power Town. So they're I don't know what's going on with them, but got a few figures in that shelf. This is some modern stuff. All that's modern guys right now that are still going. This is my WCW shelf. We got Harlem Heat. We got NWO. Got a lot of NWO. There's a good WCW DDP. Eddie. Lex. Couple of different Lexes. There's the Samoan shelf. That's ridiculous. That's got just about everything you can think of. I do have the High Chief Peter Maivia figure over here, Rocky Maivia and Rocky Johnson, but they won't fit. This is the main thing, the main display that you see behind me when I do the podcast. If you're not familiar, it's called Gladiator Wrestling Podcast. We do it live every Sunday. If you like wrestling, make sure you check it out. This is what is always behind me. These are all Ultimate Edition figures on this shelf, except a couple. The Triple H and China are not Ultimate. And the Harley Race coming up. And the Macho Man. Those are not Ultimates. That Harley Race. Oh, the Earthquake and Typhoon are not Ultimates either. Everything else is. Seven, Matt Cardona and Brian Myers. There's my Jerry the King Lawler on a throne. Classic Superstars. Those are fun. Some bad guys in the back. Good stuff there. There's another shelf of those. And a whole other shelf of the Funko Pops. Now, across this top shelf are the early 90s Hasbro figures. I love those. As far as wrestling figures goes, these are my favorites. Even though these Ultimate Editions are so much better detailed and everything, these are just so cool. There's a special box set up there. That's really cool. A couple other Funko Pops that are still in the box. The New Day set, that's my daughter's, but it's in my display. This stuff here, wrestling cards. I got quite a few wrestling cards. That I got a video about that coming up because they're becoming a problem. This is really cool. Roddy Piper autograph. Just got Roddy Piper's autograph on it. No, not Vince. But I got that. A buddy of mine gave to me. There's some Chase figures right there. Brody Lee, MJF, and Eddie Guerrero. Here's another Brody Lee figure over here. Young Bucks. That's the Legends ring back there with the steel cage. AEW ring. Good grief. Let me try that a little better. The Raw is War ring. I have the Monday Nitro WCW one too. I got a whole stack of figures here that don't have a spot. There's more of those too. That is that special edition John figures up here. Those are all chases. Uh, these are all empty boxes, but they're the box sets all, and a couple ultimate boxes, and Chucky. I don't know why the random Hulk Hogan over here, but this right here, replica title. I don't want to get it out at the moment. I should have already, but it's a Stone Cold Steve Austin autographed Winged Eagle. It's amazing. There's a video on the Gladiator Wrestling podcast channel. Ducky. Yeah. Yeah, big old duck back there. I got a whole bunch of ducks. I drive a Jeep Gladiator, so I got ducks coming out my ears on the dash. All right, this is the AEW shelf. So we've got all kinds of stuff in there. Some stuff that you can say you're proud to have. Some of them you're like, Jazzwares, what were you thinking? But this shelf is mostly Ring of Honor and then some AEW overflow. This is some tag team stuff. That's the big box for them. People don't believe I got them, but I'm one of the lucky few that actually got my Power Town Wrestling Matt Cardona 2-pack. So then we got the Hart Foundation, Road Warriors, Steiner Brothers. Got some classics. These are classic Superstars figures. I love these guys. This guy doesn't really belong there. There's the packaging on those are just amazing. I've got this whole bottom shelf full of them too. They're fantastic though. There's quite a few videos on my channel on the Gladiator Wrestling Podcast channel about those. Here's a few Lego sets that are in here. I've got to get them redone and fixed up. But there's the Tower of Orthanc from the Lord of the Rings. That thing is amazing. Doom Collector Edition when I bought that game on PS4. That's the Quinjet from the Avengers TIE Fighter. Ecto 1. I got quite a few other Lego sets that aren't built at the moment, or they're built and put away, I should say. That's a older version of a Smoking Skull title that I got. Stone Cold Steve Austin's my favorite, so. Like I said, if you're into wrestling, check out that YouTube channel right there, Gladiator Wrestling Podcast. Live every Sunday, 7 p.m. Central, which means that tomorrow we'll be live. Come talk some wrestling with us. This shelf back here, I had to custom make that shelf, but that's where I keep all my boxes for those Ultimate Edition figures. Until I ran out of space and started putting them on that other shelf. But those are the mostly only boxes I keep. Yeah, that's always behind my desk, and then that's what I see when I'm sitting at my desk. those masks are actually really nice. I've put those on a couple times during podcasts and such. Um, but speaking of masks, I said I would put on the Lord Zed. So we're gonna go back over to the other room. Oh, that's when I met Stan Lee with my wife and daughter. Couldn't help but show that off. All right, I'm gonna set you guys on the tripod, so hopefully you don't have motion sickness from my crappy camera work. Oh. What is happening here? There we go. What does it say? We don't have. All right. This thing is insane. Come on, let it go. Let's try to bring the stand up with it. There it goes. It came with that stand. Got the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo on it. All right, I'm not wearing a hat tonight, am I? Nope. My beard sticks out the bottom of it. Let me do it this way. There we go. Now, there you go. It's kind of got a voice changer thing on it. If I could remember, if I could remember how to work it. Oh, never mind. It's just a sound effect. Oh, did you hear it? Make sure you subscribe to Gladiator Toys. I know. I gotta hide the beard. Let's see what I can do. How's that? Gladiator Toys. Yeah, this thing is sick. So the funny story with this is I set out the morning I found this. I got this at Ross. I spent like $30 on it. I actually was looking for the man, I thought I messed up the live there. I was looking for the Stormbreaker that Hasbro did from Thor. They were finding those at Ross for $30, and I walked past this, and I was like, Stormbreaker or not, this is coming home with me. So I chose to get this instead of Stormbreaker. They had it, lo and behold. But I said, I got to get the Lord Zed. This thing is too cool. But yeah, the beard's kind of long, so it sticks out. But how did the voice changer thing sound? Was it good? I got the earbuds in, so it's probably picking up the. It may not have picked it up as good on there. That is too cool. Too cool. Oh man. This was a lot of fun. Nathaniel, I really appreciate you sticking with me through the whole live. That I thank you for all those comments and all the questions. I really appreciate that. I am probably going to do this again sometime soon. I'm going to do it on TikTok. I'm over there as well. I've got to get I've got to get that channel going a little better. So I'm just like juggling, trying to figure out content on all these channels. But I'm going to do this again over there. Um, yeah, this was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Um, I know there's been people asking. Okay, well, I'm on here more than I am TikTok anyway, so you're much better off being subscribed here because I'm definitely got content on here all the time, at least 3 or 4 times a week, sometimes more than that. So, but this was a lot of fun. I Why is that dog down there whining? Anyways, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. And sorry, I keep having to lean forward because I can't see the comment from back here. Comments. Guess I can move forward a hair. Oh, that's better. Appreciate you sticking with me through the little coughing fits. I ran through a couple of cough drops while doing that because I knew I was going to end up doing it. But um, I showed you kind of a preview of some of the stuff coming to the channel. After this goes off the air, I am going to 10 o'clock. Yeah, I'm going to upload a construction Saturday video today. I've got it already ready to go, so I just got to go in there and hit the button. So if you want to see what I build, it'll be dropping just as soon as I get done here and go in there and click the button. Um, Again, thank you so much. I'm really glad you came along on this ride with me. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I hope you did. I think you said you did. So I'm really glad you did. And if you didn't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I know several of you that jumped in here hit the like button. Appreciate that. If anybody's watching this after it goes off, uh, uh, yeah, I got tons more stuff coming. So make sure you're subscribed and turn on the bells. And check out my other channel, Gladiator Wrestling Podcast. I got wrestling figures, all kinds of wrestling content on that channel. So if you're into that stuff, check me out over there. Live 7 p.m. Central every Sunday, Gladiator Wrestling Podcast. Come check out the show and talk some wrestling with us. Also, the other founding member of Gladiator Wrestling Podcast, the Chase Collector, he's right here on YouTube. Check his stuff out. And then as already mentioned, over on TikTok, all of those channels, Gladiator Toys, Gladiator Wrestling Podcast, and the Chase Collector, they're on TikTok, plus our third member of the Gladiator family, Neighbor GMR. So check his stuff out over there. Uh, Again, thank you so much for watching. Gladiator out.